Okay, you know that feeling. We're shopping online, you've got like 20 tabs open, comparing everything. It's basically a second job.
Oh yeah, exhausting.
Right. So what if AI could just, do all that for you? That whole idea, just saying what you want and poof, it happens. Well, it might be getting closer.
Hmm.
And since you're here, you're probably someone who likes to get up to speed quickly. So let's dig into something really interesting, kind of flying under the radar. Anthropic's Model Context Protocol, MCP.
Yeah, MCP. This could really shake things up for e-commerce. Think AI chatbots actually being able to remember what you like, make purchases, even coordinate between different websites.
Well, okay.
It's a pretty big technical shift. And like that Fortune piece mentioned, it hasn't been making huge headlines, but the potential impact, pretty massive.
Under the radar,
Yeah.
but yeah, potentially huge. So today we're going to unpack this MCP thing. What is it really? Why is it such a big deal? And, what could it mean for how you shop online later on? We're aiming for those kind of aha moments.
Definitely. And, to really get why MCP is important,
Right.
it helps to remember the early days of AI trying to shop for us back around 2023.
Right. I remember some of that buzz, Auto GPT, Baby AGI.
Yeah, those early autonomous agent attempts. They often tried to literally, control your web browser, clicking buttons, filling forms.
Which sounds kind of messy.
It was.
Yeah.
And think about it. Handing over all your passwords, your credit card info to an AI. Big security red flags went up immediately.
Yeah, no kidding.
So these early tries, ambitious? Sure. But they stumbled. Websites are just too different. AI gets confused easily. Lots of failed buys.
Right. Like trying to use, I don't know, a blunt tool for precision work. The idea is there, but the execution.
Exactly. And beyond just one website, the real headache was trying to buy something that needed multiple steps, like booking a whole vacation.
Oh, yeah. Flights, hotel, car, separate logins, different sites.
Right. And getting a single AI agent to manage all of that across different platforms that couldn't talk to each other. That was the tough part.
Okay.
Which brings us to something Prakar Mehrotra, he's PayPal's head of AI, said. He called it an unsolved problem. How do you get different AI agents to cooperate on these multi-step deals?
So you could ask a chatbot to plan the trip?
Sure, plan it all day long.
Yeah.
But actually booking it, handling payments across different services, that was the roadblock.
Okay, so let's get into the nuts and bolts then. How does MCP actually, fix this? What's the magic?
Well, the core idea with MCP is standardization. Instead of the AI trying to act like a human clicking around on a website, which we know is flaky MCP, lets the AI talk directly to the back-end systems.
Backend, so like directly to the store's inventory system or the payment processor.
Exactly. Payment gateways, e-commerce platforms, financial services. MCP provides a common language, a standard way for them to connect. It breaks down those walled gardens you sometimes hear about, where every vendor system was isolated.
Okay, so it steps the whole website interface. The AI doesn't need to see the page.
Precisely. MCP enables a direct data swap between the AI agent, say ChatGPT or Claude, and a special MCP server run by the retailer.
Gotcha.
And that's huge because the AI doesn't need to figure out website layouts and you don't need to keep logging in or typing payment details. It's just cleaner and more secure.
Okay, that makes sense. And this ties into what PayPal is calling identity commerce. This sounds very futuristic.
It does, doesn't it?
Right.
But the idea is actually pretty practical. Identity commerce is about making transactions secure and personalized, but also seamless across different places online.
How so?
Because the AI can talk securely to these backends via MCP, it can make purchases happen in real time without you constantly proving who you are or entering your card number. Your digital identity is kind of recognized securely.
So maybe like loyalty points just automatically applying everywhere, or recommendations that actually get you.
That's the kind of potential, yeah. Recommendations based on long-term preferences, not just what you clicked on 5 minutes ago, it could really change how we interact with brands online.
Okay, so who's actually jumping on this MCP train? Sounds like you need a lot of different companies involved for it to work.
You absolutely do. Adoption is key.
Yeah.
And we're seeing some big names. Obviously Anthropic, since they developed it.
Right.
But importantly, the big AI players, Google, Microsoft, OpenAI, they've all agreed to support MCP in their models.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's significant. If the main AIs can use it.
Exactly. That gives it a really strong foundation.
And the money side. The payment companies. This is all about buying stuff, after all.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely in. Visa is working with Anthropic and others to build payment stuff right into chatbots. MasterCard has something similar called Agent Pay. And then you've got Stripe, Block, PayPal. They're all embracing it. PayPal's even partnered with Perplexity.
Perplexity, the AI search engine.
Yeah. So imagine searching for something on Perplexity, finding what you want, and then paying with PayPal or Venmo right there in the chat.
Whoa. Okay, that's seamless. Like I'm chatting about needing, say, new running shoes, find a pair, and just buy them through Venmo without leaving the chat or typing my card number.
That's the vision. That PayPal exec, Marotra, he basically said MCP made them realize that AI e-commerce stuff wasn't just theory anymore, it was becoming real.
Huh.
He talked about the whole process, payment, shipping, tracking, invoicing, just happening quietly in the background, securely linked to your existing accounts, maybe even single-click or voice command checkouts, no passwords needed.
Okay, AI giants, payment processors, they're in. What about the stores themselves, the retailers? The article hinted they might be lagging a bit.
That's a really good point, yeah. The infrastructure is being built, but getting retailers fully on board, that's still early days.
So the tech is ready, but the stores haven't quite plugged in yet.
Sort of. There's a company, retail-mcp.com, trying to help bridge that gap, offering managed MCP services.
Yeah.
But yeah, as the article pointed out, no major brands have launched their own MCP servers publicly just yet. But the expectation is they will. Once the benefits become clear, and maybe once customers start expecting that kind of easy checkout.
Right, consumer demand could drive it. So let's make this real for someone listening. Paint a picture. How might this actually work day to day?
Okay, sure. Let's stick with the running shoes example. Instead of opening 5 tabs, reading reviews, filtering sizes, you just ask, say, ChatGPT, find me some good, comfy running shoes under $150. It finds options. You pick a pair you like. And because of MCP, maybe there's a button right there, buy with Visa or pay with Venmo. You click it, or maybe just say, buy these.
And that's it.
That's the idea. The payment goes through, shipping info gets confirmed, all behind the scenes, no typing in your address or card number again, just done within the chat.
Wow. Okay, that really could smooth out online shopping. Takes away a lot of the annoying bits. It kind of brings us back to the start, right? Wanting info fast, avoiding the overload. If AI handles the checkout friction.
Yeah, it's a huge potential time saver, simplifying something that can be surprisingly complex.
Yeah.
Now, maybe we can quickly touch on a few other interesting AI things happening, just for broader context.
Yeah, good idea. What else is going on in the AI world?
Well, there's a lot of action around just building the infrastructure for AI, like the UAE and Saudi Arabia. They're apparently closing deals for tons of advanced NVIDIA AI chips.
Oh, really? Big hardware push.
Huge. The U.S. seems to be involved in coordinating some of this, especially with the UAE. And Saudi Arabia's new AI company is also part of a deal. It seems like they're really focused on building massive data centers to power AI development.
Okay, so while MCP is software, there's this massive hardware race happening too.
Exactly. And then looking at the AI itself, Google DeepMind has something called AlphaVolve.
AlphaEvolve, what's that do?
It's pretty wild. It's an AI that designs its own advanced algorithms. It uses Google's Gemini AI models plus automated testing to basically invent better code.
Whoa, AI writing its own programming instructions.
Yeah, and apparently it's already being used inside Google to make their data centers run better, design chips more efficiently, even improve how they train other AI models. It's like AI figuring out how to be a better AI engineer.
Okay, that's mind-bending. AI improving itself. What about AI in, like, everyday society? Education.
Well, China just brought in new rules about how school kids can use generative AI. It's kind of tiered by age.
Tiered.
Yeah, younger primary students have the most limits on using it alone, though teachers can still use it in class. Middle schoolers can explore how it reasons. High schoolers get more freedom.
Interesting approach. Trying to guide usage based on age.
Seems like it. The goal they stated is scientific and standardized AI education. It definitely reflects that global conversation about how to introduce these tools responsibly, you know?
Yeah, balancing the power with safety. Speaking of safety, anything new on making AI safer for specific uses, like medicine?
Actually, yes. OpenAI launched something called HealthBench. It's basically an open source test data set for AI in healthcare.
HealthBench. So, like, a practice dummy for medical AI.
Kinda, yeah. They worked with lots of doctors worldwide to create realistic back-and-forth medical conversations. The idea is to test how well AI models handle those situations, their safety, their usefulness, before they get used with real patients.
Okay, that sounds crucial. Building trust in medical AI.
Definitely. It helps spot problems early and make the AI more reliable for doctors and patients.
So lots happening across the board, but yeah, this MCP thing feels like it could hit closer to home sooner for a lot of us with online shopping.
That really feels like the core takeaway, doesn't it? MCP is tackling those specific technical roadblocks, context, secure payments, different services talking to each other that were holding back AI-powered shopping. It's
Yeah.
laying the groundwork.
Yeah, it feels like a foundational piece falling into place.
And having the big tech companies and the major payment processors all signing on, that gives it serious momentum.
Right, the collaboration suggests they really believe this is the future of online buying.
It certainly looks that way.
So here's something for you, our listener, to chew on. How might this actually change how you shop online? If buying things becomes this invisible background process handled by AI, what does that mean for you? Does it just mean more convenience? Or does it raise other questions about control or security or just how you interact with the online world?
It's a fascinating question. Definitely something to watch as this evolves. It's moving fast.
It really is. We'll definitely keep an eye on it.